Welcome everyone, I'm glad you are here because today I have a special video on blending white pearls. Enjoy! First things first, wash that puppy right. Wax on, wax off. But don't put wax on a not painted part before you paint it. That would not be good. You would be, well, you'd be really mad because of all the fisheyes you would get. But wash it properly, wash it very thoroughly with wipe on, wipe off. The reason being is because you want to get all that stuff that's on there, you want to get it out. And if you just use one rag, sometimes you're just spreading stuff around and you're not actually getting it off the panel, which is extremely important. Now obviously I don't wash that fast. I speed it up a little bit just to save you some time. I realize this video is a little longer, but if you stay to the end, I'm sure you will not be disappointed because you will learn something new. I guarantee it. As you can see, I'm washing the paper. If you missed my video about spraying completes, go watch that. I'll put that on the side. Blowing yourself off is very important. You blow everything. Some people maybe sometimes don't like to blow things because they don't want to open a can of worms, but I say open that can of worms and blow everything off. This is very important because there will be stuff that are stuck under. I mean, it's inevitable. You're gonna get stuff that get stuck under. So first coat of base, I'm gonna put a little bit on there just to make sure I got some coverage. Now, as you can see, I am spraying on one side and then spraying at another side. Some people will say, what is this guy doing? But I'm trying to stay away as much as I can. I'm directing the gun towards the middle because that's where I want everything to go. Now I'm trying to dry it. I love these blowers. If you can get your hands on these blowers, they're amazing. They're called wind jet nozzles. So they're amazing. I use them every day, all day long. I wish I was getting paid to promote these air nozzles, but I'm not. But hey, they're a good product and I'm okay with telling you that they're an amazing product. So obviously this is a white pearl. This is a pretty difficult color most of the time. I'm sure you've had some headaches with it. 800J. Scary music in the background, right? But it's been a pretty good color here with this truck. I'm doing a little something that I don't usually do, but I tried it and it works amazing. And what it's called is a transition coat. That's what PPG calls it. It's a transition coat. So what you do is you mix the first ground coat and you mix the pearl coat. But you put a lot more of the pearl coat than you do the ground coat. So you basically want to have a very transparent ground coat. And that's basically what I'm doing now. I'm just blending that color out and you're still getting coverage on it. So as you can see, I am blending it out a little farther to the sides. And I wanna make sure I have coverage on there. Don't be scared to put this on heavy. The only thing is that you're gonna have to let it dry properly. Because if you don't, like I've told you before, when you paint pearls, you're gonna have to let them dry a lot longer because think about it, you're putting double the amount of paint on that. So think about that. So doing this will save you so much headaches because you get to blend that edge of the ground coat so nicely. As you can see, I haven't even started putting the pearl on and it already looks blended. It looks very good. So I will start putting the pearl on. The first coat is gonna be a little bit heavy. So, but what you have to think about is now that's blended very nicely because of that transition coat. That transition coat will save your life. It will save you so much money. You have no idea. Especially in a big panel like this, they're like my worst nightmares sometimes. It's just like, it's such a big panel, it gets complicated. So especially in an 800J where the car does not look good already from factory, and then you gotta try to make it look good. So I'm putting a nice heavy wet coat of the pearl on there to make sure I'm blending it out and finishing that off. And I'm tacking in between coats because I want to prevent sand piling. I want to make sure that nothing is gonna accumulate on the sides of the blend panel. So I've tacked it after every single coat. And now I'm putting on a second coat of pearl. So a second coat of the top coat, and I'm going a bit faster, as you can tell, and I'm going a little bit farther as well because I want to make sure that I'm getting a nice, even, consistent pattern on there. So like it would be good, it would be beautiful, it would be smooth, and it would be consistent. So you can tell I'm tacking like crazy because I've done jobs before where it just gets so sandpiley. I just created a new word. Sandpiley, yes, all over the sides. So there's my last coat of pearl. Just fast, consistent, overlap, and yeah, it looks great. It's already nicely blended, and now I'm gonna put my first coat of clear. You're gonna put a medium wet coat. Obviously you gotta make sure, I know a video looks like, oh what the heck, he's clearing it right away, but I just cut it out to save you some time. But I dried it really well, and then you putting on your first coat of clear. Everybody does things differently. I like to start from the bottom. That works for me. My jobs come out cleaner that way for some reason, and I like it that way. So I work my way up, and that way I can see what I'm doing, and that's worked for me. Now you see how I'm going quite a bit into the paper, and that's because I want to get as much, if there's dirt there, I want the dirt to be stuck to the paper and not my paint job. So I'm going farther away than the panel. I always tell when I'm teaching someone that you gotta go off the panel. Always go off the panel because it will give you a cleaner job. So yeah, so as you can tell, I am going to clear farther away. As you can tell, I'm going into the door. So I'm not ending right at the fender, I'm ending a little bit farther than the fender into the door. And that's because I'm going to put the coat of clear coat on the door, and I'm not gonna go towards the fender all the way, because then you're gonna have a big edge if you do that. So I see how I go farther into the back door, and I don't go all the way to the front of the fender. So I don't get to the edge of the fender, but I go past the back edge of the door, because I don't want to put too much clear on there. So if I go to the edge of the door twice, then I'm going to have a buildup of clear there, and that is not good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful that you would take the time to watch this. I hope that you learned a lot. Please do me a gigantic, humongous favor and share this video, share my YouTube channel. I want to create value. I want to give you guys as much knowledge as I possibly can. I don't know it all, but I'm just showing you the stuff that has worked for me. So this is not like, this is the way you have to do it. This is the way that I've done it and that has worked. Not necessarily what everybody's gonna do, but what has worked for me. So please share this channel, please share this video, please like it. It would mean the world to me. So there you have it, it's all done. The blend came out beautifully, and for this specific for this specific truck, I used a darker variant from the PPG Paint Manager. I used the darker variant, and it turned out pretty good. I was very happy with this truck, and I hope that this was useful to you. And please like this video. It would mean the world to me. Until next time, take care. God bless. Keep motivated, and take care.